Hello and welcome back to our Classic F1 Championship. You join us for race 2 in Brazil, having just finished in P3 in Monaco. This is a 5-race championship, as you may recall, so let's get things underway. So we're on the grid in P6 at Brazil, waiting for the 5 red lights. Try and get a clean getaway. Struggle a bit for traction, and the McLaren and the Ferrari dive past us. Bit of a 3-car blockade ahead, so try and maintain position through the centre S's. Get a run on the McLaren up the inside, and again on the Ferrari. Try and use our superior power and straight line speed to pull ahead before the next corner. Move across the racing line. Focus on a clean exit. And try and close up to the Brawn ahead. Take a lunge up the inside. He's sticking it out around the outside and gets the switchback into the inside line of the next corner. We yield the position. Dive up the inside again. Small amount of contact with the Red Bull. Luckily tyre face to tyre face, so no damage. But it means the Brawn stays ahead. So we'll try and get a nice clean exit out of the final corner. Onto the home straight, the long back home straight. See if we can keep in the slipstream. Will we manage to pass all 3 cars down the home straight? Try and outbrake the Ferrari, but he outbrakes us, and the Brawn slips up the inside of the Ferrari. So we try and keep the position ahead of the Red Bull. Stay in the slipstream down this first back straight. Sell in the dummy. Post it up the inside. Get a nice clean exit and maintain the position. I think we're up into P4 now. So we'll try and close up on the Brawn ahead of us. Small lock up on the inside. Bit of understeer from the dirty air of the car in front of us. Small touch on the rear of the Brawn, but luckily no damage. Again, a bit more understeer, small lift to try and make the corner. Lock up the inside wheel, miss the apex, but try and get a clean exit, stay in the slipstream of the car ahead of us. I believe that's a Renault from 2006 ahead of him as well, so the same car as us. Try and follow in the slipstream, bit erratic driving. Can we keep ahead of the Brawn into turn 1? No, he outbrakes us again. Try and focus on a nice clean exit and stay in the slipstream. Can we get a run going down the first back straight? And we try and go up the inside the Brawn, but he goes around the outside of the Renault in front of us. So now we'll try and move on the Renault if we can. Might have to follow through this sequence of corners. Can we make a move up the inside? A little bit too far back. Lock up the inside wheel again. Stay close through the apex of the corner there. And take a lunge up the inside. Just about to get the car slowed down, but a nice clean exit. And try and get a nice clean run onto the back straight again to close the gap to the Brawn ahead of us. Try and stay in the slipstream as best we can. Spot our braking point for turn 1. Try and get a clean exit onto the back straight again. Close the gap to the car in front a little bit. Took quite a bit of inside curb and run wide on the outside onto the grass. Lost a little bit of time there. See if we can close the gap through the twisty technical second sector. Get on the throttle nice and early, run as wide as we dare. Took as much apex speed as we could. using all the exit curb. Try and get a clean exit, made the apex this time. And we're a little bit closer than we were last lap, so hopefully the slipstream effect should be a little bit greater. Are we going to be able to set the fastest lap?
This is your final lap of the race.
Not quite, but we're on to the final lap. So this is the now or never lap. Will we have to settle for P3, or can we close the gap to P2 in the last 2 sectors of this lap? Hear the curbs reverberating through the tyre walls. Don't lock the inside wheel this time. Spot our braking zone nicely. Hug the apex, get a good exit. Closing the gap to the leaders, but will it be enough before the end of the lap? Brake as late as we can, slightly miss the apex, try and get good traction coming out of the final corner. I think we're going to be a little bit too far away to close the gap to the cars in front on this final lap, so it looks like we'll be settling for P3. So that's our second P3 finish in 2 races.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So that's some consistent results for the championship.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard.
So the Ferrari wins the race.
Great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Brawn second and us in the Renault third. Let's have a look at the race results. So that's another 4 points for the championship. And the next race, I believe, will be in Great Britain. So we'll see you for the next one.